So you're working on different subsystems. As I said, you got your 3D printing, you got your circuits. They're working perfectly on the bench, and then you put them together and they misbehave. So what's your usual integration sequence? What kind of interference? You might have RF interference, which I've had in the past that I wasn't expecting, or wiring problems have surprised you the most?
Uh that surprised me the most. Maybe like the last project I made, I found the craziest bug ever, which I actually haven't been able to figure out like why it happened. Like I solved it, but I have no idea how it started. So basically, I was building the vault with like the iris and the elevator, and for a week it literally worked perfectly. And then after a week, the stepper motor started sounding like tack 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 tack. So it was like skipping steps. So I was like, oh my god, it cannot be like probably like the driver got fried. So I disconnected the motor. I tested it by itself, and it worked fine. So I was like, okay, it's the driver. So I took out the PCB. I disconnect like, oh, I actually soldered a new PCB because the driver was already like embedded into it. So there was like no way to like remove it cleanly. So I did a new PCB. I connected the motor again, and the motor started doing that thing again, but like instantly. And I'm like, what the hell is happening? This makes absolutely no sense. And then after a couple of days of like panicking, I found out that the problem was the code. So since it was controlling the LEDs at the same time as it was controlling the motors, the time it took to like update the LEDs, that's what made like the step skipping. So I just like modified the code so it wouldn't happen again. But the thing is, like, I still don't know why it worked for a week and then it stopped working. I'm like, what the hell? If it was like something related to the programming, why didn't it like fail the first time? So yeah.
Yeah, for me, the surprises are normally analog or RF because the digital stuff tends to be ones and zeros and does what the data sheet says it should do. Like
Mhm.
once I had an example like you, I built the project, powered from a workbench. Everything was going fine, and then I wanted to try it out in the field, so I put it on batteries, and it worked fine. And then went out in the field, and then it would just randomly reset for no reason. And turned out the problem was the Wi-Fi that I didn't need when it was being turned on, there was a power spike that was overdriving the amount of available battery power I had for the circuit. Caught me completely by surprise. Like, why is it just, where's the watchdog timing? What's happening? Why is it just resetting randomly for no
Mhm.
reason?
Yeah,
But
and yeah, no, sorry, continue.
analog power and RF, those are my challenges. It reminds me of the old days when you sent the kid to stand by the TV. Don't move. That's the best reception.
Yeah. And the thing is like you cannot teach these things, you know, you just have to like suffer through them because you cannot like predict a bug. You know, it just happens and you just have to like figure it out. Like with the time after you've like encountered many of them that you can say, okay, then maybe this project is gonna have like these bugs, but at the beginning it's just impossible. You just have to like figure it out along the way.